How far are we away from it? Well, in some way we are very close. On the other hand, we are still far away. So we have now about 60 farms in Europe who use the technology, and that is commercial products, it's not prototypes. And the farmer first, he gets a few rounds to get used to it, that he gets familiar with it, because it's important that we learn what does the farmer want to do with that, because he knows his process. And then we can learn how can he make money for it, with it, how can he create added value. But what I think is one of the main barriers is firstly collaboration between scientists. So we have engineers, they developed it, that's not wrong, but it doesn't mean that it will work immediately on living organisms. They maybe didn't choose the most elegant variables to measure. We have to go from the animal side, that we see what do we want to measure with what objective, like lameness in a cow or feed intake in a broiler. We have to go from that side, welfare monitoring, health monitoring. So it's what we call the animal people. They should be much more involved. They should drive it. So that's the first problem today. That today it's driven by engineers. That is not wrong, but that's not the most elegant way. The other problem is that in academia, we make our career on journal A publications and scientific impact. And that means that real development work, which goes after the research project, where you have to go to the field and you have to try to make it to a product, that most researchers are not interested in that because they get no benefit from it. So, and all academia are measured now by that standard. We should move into innovation, valorization, and that should be part of what you do in a research team, patents, product development, spin-off companies. That's a real barrier as well, I think. And then there is, of course, the collaboration between industry and academia. Today, people look down to that. They consider it as wrong, but we need that. If we don't do that, if we cannot give our European farmers some technology to be competitive, then the EU legislation will squeeze the farmer here out of the business. And it all moves to Brazil, China, and India. That's what I think.